Now comes, am I God? Am I God? Now 15th chapter, please go, bear with me, 16 to 20, I'll be reading 16 to 20th shloka, okay, of 15th chapter. Am I God? So what, would you like to listen it to Hindi and English both, or would you like to just in English? What would you like it? Hindi and English both, okay. जीव दो प्रकार के होते हैं, द्वौ इमौ पुरुषौ लोके, द्वौ means two, imam purushe, there are two type of पुरुष, जीवा, आत्मा दो प्रकार की है. What he says, जीव दो प्रकार के हैं, एक नाशवान, एक शाश्वत. भौतिक जगत में प्रत्येक जीव जो है वो क्षर होता है, और आध्यात्मिक जगत में प्रत्येक जीव जो है वो अक्षर है. क्षर का मतलब क्या होता है? The one who falls down. English I'll read now. There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible. That means we have fallen down. And in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. Now I'll give you a simple example. There are so many people in the world who would never go to jail, right or wrong? So those people are, just for example's sake, I'm explaining to you, they are called infallible. And the ones who have gone to the jail are fallible. We are all fallible. We are in the material world, we are fallible. But there are living entities who are in the spiritual world who never fall down to this material world. That's what Krishna says in 16. Now 17, what is he saying? In दोनों के अतिरिक्त, I'll read the Sanskrit. उत्तमः पुरुषत्व अन्यः, उत्तम पुरुषत्व अन्य एक और उत्तम पुरुष है. ये दो पुरुष तो हैं, एक फॉलन लिविंग एंटिटी और एक जो लिविंग एंटिटी कभी फॉल नहीं करता. देयर इज वन लिविंग एंटिटी व्हिच फॉल्स डाउन एंड वन लिविंग एंटिटी व्हिच नेवर फॉल्स डाउन. बट बियॉन्ड दिस, इन दोनों के अतिरिक्त एक परम पुरुष है. परमात्मेति उदारतः चे लोकत्रयम अविश्य विवर्ति अव्य ईश्वरः. ही इज ईश्वर. दैट मीन्स ही इज डिफरेंट देन अस. भगवत गीता, please remember one thing, if you got any contradictions in the Vedas, you feel any contradictions, because there is tamo, rajo, satogun, there are three types of knowledge. For example, light travels in straight line, is in waves, or it is a particle, or it is a vehicle. Then you go to the highest level and check up that this is right. So Bhagavad Gita has been stated that it is above all three modes of nature. It is the basically essence of all. So you have any problems anywhere, just go into the Bhagavad Gita and you will understand. Now this shloka is very clearly saying, Uttama Purushasatva Anya. And what is that? Ishwaraha. So he says very clearly, beside these two, there is a greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul. The imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. That is the Lord Himself. Then he says, चूंकि मैं शर तथा अक्षर दोनों से परे हूं, क्योंकि मैं यस्मत् शरम अतीतो अहम अक्षरादपि चोतमः. दैट चूंकि मैं शर तथा अक्षर दोनों से परे हूं और चूंकि मैं सर्वश्रेष्ठ हूं, अतः मैं इस जगत में तथा वेदों में परम पुरुष के रूप में विख्यात हूं. कृष्णा इज मेकिंग दिस स्टेटमेंट अगेन 15:18. ही सेज, बिकॉज आई एम ट्रांसेंडेंटल, बोथ the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as the supreme person. Very clearly stating this. And then he says, in the end, what is he saying? जो कोई भी मुझे संशय रहित होकर पुरुषोत्तम भगवान के रूप में जानता है, वह सब कुछ जानने वाला है. That means he is finished. Illusion is finished. अतः हे भरतपुत्र, वह व्यक्ति मेरी पूर्ण भक्ति में लगा होता है. Very clear. यो माम एवं अस्म मूढ़ो. Asma Mudo means basically who's got doubts. Janati Purushottamam. He knows you without doubt. Janati Purushottamam. Sa Sarvavid. Vid means what? Knowledgeable. All knowledge. Bhajati Mam. Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Bhajati means devotee. He's a devotion. He is into devotion with me. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in the full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. यह वैदिक शास्त्रों का सर्वाधिक गुप्त अंश है. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. व्हाई नॉर्मल पीपल कैन अंडरस्टैंड, व्हाई दे गेट सो एक्साइटेड. आई बिकम गॉड, आई एम वेल बिकम गॉड. एंड आई टेल यू वन थिंग, वेयर दिस इज मोस्ट पॉपुलर विद, मोस्टली इन इंडिया आई हैव सीन विद पीपल हु आर होल्डिंग पावर. दे वांट टू बी नॉट लेस देन गॉड. आई हैव सॉन दिस फिलॉसफी मोर प्रेवलेंट विद देम. बट द पीपल हु आर मिडिल क्लास एंड लोअर, दे वांट टू बी डिवोटीज. दे डोंट एक्सेप्ट दिस फिलॉसफी. एंड द वंस हु आर वेरी रिच or who are very powerful or who think themselves to be very intelligent, basically don't want to surrender. That is the biggest problem. Ye Prabhu Krishna's iti ghuyatamam shastram. See shloka hai Sanskrit, iti ghuyatamam. Most secret. Remember, it is like good, better and best. Guhya, Guhyatra, Guhyatamam. These are three levels. Guhya means secret, Guhyatra means great secret, and Guhyatamam means greatest of all secrets. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram. This is the, he says, ये वैदिक शास्त्रों का सर्वाधिक गुप्त अंश है, जिसे मैंने अब प्रकट किया है. जो कोई इसे समझता है वो बुद्धिमान हो जाएगा और उसके प्रयास पूर्ण हो जाएंगे. He says, एतद बुद्धवा बुद्धिमन सयात कृतय कृतयश्च भारता. कृतय कृतयस्, that means his whatever efforts he is doing will be completed. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Now the basic fact is this: people don't pick it up, because most of them are still in the mood that they do this, they want to do austerities to become God. They do want to, I don't want to, I'm not naming anyone, but they'll become, what do they call them? क्या क्या बोलते हैं? इंडिया में वो कहाँ के होते हैं ना, वो जगत गुरु, and then or what else they use? नहीं, I'm talking about Mahamandaleshwar and all these. I don't know from where they get all these words from. Oh, come on, please understand. Our greatest position is to be Das. Hanumanji never wanted to become God. He's got more power than any one of us, but he is every time like to be known as Das, Bhakt. The person who wants to become God, our Puranas are very clear, they are called Rakshasas. Ravan wanted to become God. Hiranyakashipu wanted to become God. Kans wanted to become God. They wanted to kill God actually. And today by our philosophy we are trying to kill God. Are we not? Why don't you, I don't know, how can we get misled like this? How can we get misled? Because Puranas, we hear these Puranas, I told you, are law journals. These are case histories. Can't you see from case histories that people who want to become God are actually Asuras, Rakshasas? They were known as demons. We should understand this. This is a very point. That's why Krishna says, this is the Guhyatamam. It is the most secret of all secrets, which I am telling you. Arjuna accepted it. And Arjuna was but intelligent than what we are. He would understand the Bhagavad Gita in an hour, Prabhu. And we are still speculating.